All right, good morning and welcome back to Big Rooster's Corner. I'm your host, Big Rooster. I have a channel disclosure. This is a 420 F word friendly channel. If you're not 420 friendly or the F word pops out, and it will, don't watch our content. Wouldn't you like to be in Rooster's yard? If you do, subscribe, welcome back. If you don't subscribe, think about subscribing today. Subscription is free and nothing to download. Just click the subscribe button. And the announcement that I'm making is next week I'm moving Tuesday vlog to Monday and adding Wednesday and a Friday vlog with my other, just switching around the schedule and adding 2 vlogs next week. With the amount of news going on, that's why I'm adding this. So next week we'll have news on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. And it's showtime, people. This is episode 31, and today is 3/19/2021. Cock-a-doodle fucking do. It's time to wake and bake and smell the coffee. On Big Rooster's Corner, we have trending news and lots of other topics with just common sense thinking, folks. Common sense. It just isn't that common anymore. So this, my shout outs go to the veterans in the active military. As an honorably discharged veteran, I know all they do. The 505 for being a great place to live, and to my viewers and subscribers. All right, commentary's going to begin. Tomorrow is the first day of spring. Yeah, fucking winter is out and warmer weather is soon coming. It's already going to change a little bit. We'll cover that in the weather. Breaking news. GoFundMe to pay off Marco and Harry's mortgage goes bust. Fucking hilarious. The GoFundMe raised $110. In Hollywood, I don't know, that might get you a cup of coffee and a cheeseburger maybe. But, and Bambi now has blunt message to migrants at the border. Don't come. We've been saying this the whole time. It's a little late when you leave the barn door open and the fucking horse gets out, isn't it? And in the Navajo Nation, to reopen 2 casinos in northwestern New Mexico. It's pretty good. We're going to try and get back on track as long as we do everything responsibly. I don't see any problem with that now. It's everybody getting vaccinated and stuff, so. And a few of our top topics. The New Mexico drought is at its highest level that it's been for, years and years and years. So, got to watch them fires, people. And Isotope Park is now hiring for seasonal concession positions. In other words, you people sitting around on the couch collecting unemployment, get a seasonal job. Go out there and do something. And folks wait 4 hours at a vaccine site in Rio Rancho. Well, I'd rather wait 4 hours and get the vaccine, I guess. I was nervous about it at first with, having Bell's palsy and shit, but I talked with the doctor and everything, and I read some stuff, so I guess I'm all right with it. I got my first one, I get my second one here in a few weeks. My wife here in another week or two. I guess, around the 25th. In local news, recreational cannabis is back on the table. A few days left to vote on it this year. I hope they do. There's some other retard in there, saying, oh, I think we ought to postpone it for years and years and years and change all this and change all that. Yeah, well, change this. And legislature is trying to get the predatory lending under control here in New Mexico with capping the interest at 36%. And even that's extremely high, but I understand people have bad credit, no banks, and it sometimes is a bitch and you got to put up collateral. Been in that position myself, so I know it sucks. However, I don't think that these multi-million-dollar companies and crap like that need to make interest 175%. That's just insane, You might as well take your money, get all you can, give it to them, and then go buy something else. You'd be a whole lot further ahead. Drive it there and drop it off to them or whatever, So that's that about that. And New Mexico reported 185 new cases yesterday and 1 new death to the COVID. Well, they're down a lot, but then they'll go down for 2 or 3 days and then go back up for a day or two. It's just, we're getting it under control. Just keep wearing that mask. Just, a little while longer, And some people need to wear the mask anyway because they frighten people out in public. And in Las Cruces, City Council applauds New Mexico liquor license expansion. Yeah, they'll pass an expansion on alcohol, but they won't give people that's 21 or older, or even soldiers at 18. If you're old enough to die for your country, you ought to be old enough to drink a beer and smoke a fucking joint. That's part of what you're fighting for, to keep your country so that you can do those things. And that's just one more freedom and one more fucking right that the government takes from you, because you can't do that at 18. You have to wait to 21. But yet for a 3-year span, you're not allowed to do something except for die for your country. And vote these mutants in. Don't forget that one. So it makes no sense. I've been fighting that argument since I went in the military. And I was 17 at boot camp and 18 in regular army. But lucky enough for me, I was, the age was 18 to drink. Not that I was a big drinker, but I could go out in public, have a couple of beers, and not go to jail. Like if I smoked a goddamn joint. The joint's better than the alcohol, but they got shit backwards. And that's just craziness. And let's see here. Las Cruces man flees, dragging an officer in the process. At that point, should have just shot the driver and been done with it. That's just nonsense. For a traffic stop. So what if you had a warrant? You go to fucking jail. You don't try to run somebody over, you idiot. And in Las Vegas, 14-year-old charged in a double murder. Yeah, if you do it, time to man up, learn self-reliance. You did the crime, do the time. And the Navajo Nation marks 1 year mark with COVID with a candlelight memorial. Yeah, that's kind of good to remember. Get that out of your system and then move on. And Meow Wolf is reopening today in Santa Fe. Whatever the hell a Meow Wolf is, I don't know. And Santa Fe make arrest in January. Homicide. Yeah, you can't get away all the time. You can't get away forever. And a man would beat high school student with a shovel could spend less time in prison. Well, maybe somebody in prison will beat him with a shovel. And suspect arrested for damaging Las Vegas cemetery grave sites. Well, that's good. Make them pay for it. Restitution's a bitch. National news. Debt collectors can garnish your stimulus check still. However, it is blocked from garnishment for taxes and other government debt and other things that the government collects. And that's a good thing. However, they're trying to pass an emergency bill. I think they did. I'm not sure yet. I didn't check my news this morning. But they're trying to stop that with an emergency bill to protect that. And they should. They should. Creditors from 30 years ago are probably trying to collect money. So, that's insane. Especially in a pandemic. And a military veteran was upset over stimulus check, throws a smoke bomb outside a Mar-a-Lago resort in Florida, where ex-mutant Charles Grump lives. And Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin warned North Korea that U.S. forces are ready tonight to fight after the dictatorship condemned military drills in South Korea. Anyway, yeah, the military is ready to fight, but is he? Is he going to get out there and do anything? No, he's just going to order people to go do that. So, unless he's ready to go do it, then he can't say we are ready. And states are suing Bambi and bid to revive the Keystone Pipeline. Yes, gas is going up. It's stupid. Let's get this thing moving again. Get people back to work. Get some shit going here so we can bring down gas prices. And better the economy. People will go back to work. Missing Ohio mother was found dead in her trunk in her car. Well, that's a bitch. And Tiger Woods back home after L.A. crash. Yeah, Hopefully, he'll recuperate. We'll see how he plays golf again. And the IRS made plans to extend the deadline to file. The new deadline is May 17th of 2021. Get your taxes going, people, if you want to get stimulus. New York City news, Amityville horror killer DeFeo Jr. dead at 69 years of age. Somebody should have killed him a long time ago. I lived there during that time. And Governor Groper, accuser, says he was aroused when hugging her. So in other words, you got a Woody. Yeah. A 25-year-old stabbed to death in a Brooklyn apartment. When I was growing up in that area, you didn't hear about that shit on the news too much unless it's major. Somebody got killed in their apartment. Well, it's just a bad day. And buyer of Epstein's New York mansion is Goldman executive. And an upstate New York man sentenced for murdering teen Instagram star. Yeah, that's senseless. Why you gotta kill somebody? Because they're more famous than you? Big fucking deal. That comes with a lot of headaches that you don't really want. In international news, Russia warns Bambi, calling Putin a killer, put relationships under threat of collapse. And the Kremlin says Russia wants an apology from Bambi, calling Putin a killer. Well, I think he should. I think Bambi should. If you want an ally, this is not the way to make friends, moron. Calling somebody a killer? That's his business, his country, his people. He didn't come over here and do it, so, yeah, you should apologize. People got to apologize because they say one thing or another people think is racist or something else. So, yes, you should apologize. And Kim Yo-jong sent an eerie message to Bambi. If you want a peaceful 4 years, it better refrain from causing stink. I guess that's their word for causing shit. Why don't you just come out and fucking say that? Don't cause us any fucking shit or it won't be peaceful. It's pretty plain and fucking simple. Now we're getting threats from a third world country. God, we're going to be one before long. I swear to God we are. And Philip in England hospital still yet after a month. Well, gotta do what you gotta do. Entertainment news, Kanye West is now the richest black man in American history with a net worth of $6 billion. Yes, folks, billion with a B. That's what they say, but I read somewhere else that Forbes says that he's worth way less than that. Who gives a fuck? He still got a lot of money. And Pat Sajak has some recent slip-ups on prize envelopes and, stuff like that on the wheel and seemingly mocked a contestant, and producers are eager for him to step aside, claims an OK News source, I guess. I guess that's somebody in Hollywood. It was on Breaking News or some shit. And Sharon Osbourne thinks CBS will fire her after investigation. And she says the talk will use me as a sacrificial lamb. Yes, they will. They absolutely will. I was one of those from CBS News in another place. So I get it. I get Sharon's pain with that. I knew when that shit started going down that it wasn't going to end well, that they were going to cause some kind of bullshit. And she probably would not be on the talk again. And I think it's their loss, not hers. I would just go home, smoke a big old fatty, have a glass of wine in the hot tub, and tell them, fuck off. That's what I would tell them. You hired me to speak my opinion like Piers Morgan. That's what I did. I was provoked, and yet this other person is going to get to stay on the show and make their money, and the show's going to go on, and you're going to hire somebody else because I had a fucking opinion? Fuck you. That's what I'd tell CBS. And Sharon and Underwood still at odds after talking racial flap. Well, some people they can't handle the truth. They can't handle the opinion. And when they provoke somebody, what do they think they're going to do? Bend over and say, here, stick me in the ass? It feels great? No. Most people that have, a set of fucking balls are going to stand up for themselves and not get pushed around, and that's what she did. So, if she's wrong for that, well, then fuck CBS. And weather forecast next 4 days in Moriarty, New Mexico, which is my local weather. Today, Friday, is going to be sunny with 68 high and a 29 low. Saturday is going to be sunny, 70 high, woohoo, 35 is a low. Sunday, we're going to be sunny again, 64 high and 39 low. And on Monday, 52 high and 36 low. Nights are starting to get a little warmer. It's pretty good. And dry conditions will continue throughout New Mexico. Supposed to get a little rain, but I don't think it's going to hit the ground. And in national weather news, possible tornado does damage and topples a semi in North Carolina. Yeah, I've seen it when I was driving. It's pretty wild to see. Tiny Alabama town hit twice in one day, and a Mississippi chicken farm was flattened by the storms. And last week's storm spawned 25 tornadoes in 6 states, and I haven't heard of anybody dead yet. Now that is a miracle. And sports. In the news of sports, college athletes want to be paid to play for items made in their likeness. And, I think they already get a stipend from the school and they get an education. So I think, what they should do is possibly allow a sponsor or maybe a percentage of the profits to the sales. 20-25%. The school gets the rest of it for getting, whatever it is. Maybe even 20%. But the kids are already getting education and crap, so move along. And in local football, Sun Devils dropped first game to Moriarty. And Santa Fe High sweeps Capital, and the fans are back. And the NFL, Jets are talking with Juju Smith, Schuster, however you say that, and possible NFL free agency steal. All right, then we're going to come along to word genius of the day. It is pleonasm. And part of speech, it is a noun. Its origin is Greek, mid-16th century. Use of more words than are necessary to convey a meaning. In other words, rambling, people. In a sentence, I enjoyed the book despite the author's tendency toward pleonasm. However you say it. I'm not Greek, so there you have it. And do we all feel a little bit smarter now? Yeah, some words are a little hard to enunciate, but I know what the word looks like. You know what the word says, and you know what it means now. All right, science and tech. Murder hornets will be serious danger in the spring, scientists warn. I think we've been having that problem for a while. And in science and health, Europe virus surge is a cautionary tale. Another wave dread is setting in of the other wave. With infections, closing schools, cafes, and bringing new lockdowns. So here we go again. U.S., pay attention. And stupid alert. You can't make this shit up, folks. A person orders a dozen masks from a company. And then she calls up and says she wants a refund because she only received 12. Oh, God, that's funny shit. Anyway, it's like a viral video or something. I seen it and just thought that was the funniest part of it. And then the response was even funnier, but I got my own news to do, so that was just funny. And National Dome criminals. Man got arrested for walking up to Old Faithful and taking a piss in it a couple years back. That was funny. And then recently, a car theft thief stole a car, and it wouldn't go anymore. Yeah, he realized it was finally out of gas. What a stupid idiot. At least I'm going to steal a car, check the gas gauge before I took off. And a West Virginia bank robber took a cab to rob a bank. Wow, holy crap. Must be something going on with the water there. Maybe Florida and West Virginia had the same water supply or something. I don't know. And came across this reading up on dumb criminals in October 27. So just in case you missed this. Idiots of the century. They swam into a crocodile trap. Now, why would you even fucking do that? You know? Florida dumb criminals. In 2015, a man says his girlfriend drowned. However, the coroner says there was no water in her lungs. And there was blood all over the boat. And the body had ligature marks. Well, it's kind of hard to deny that. All the evidence is right there, and I'm sure there's more. So what a stupid fuck. And man tries to break into an ATM with a torch, and instead he welds it shut. Yay. Yeah, what a fucking idiot. And a man that breaks in a house, wears a woman's clothes, and asks her for a drink in her clothes in her house. Only in Florida, people, only in Florida. And a man flags down deputies to show off his pot plants. Now, that's intelligent, especially in that state. And a man pretending to be a cop for YouTube views gets arrested. Now, I don't know. Florida has more dumb criminals per capita than anywhere else in the world. You can't make this shit up, folks. Maybe these people need to smoke more pot and drink less alcohol. Or not even live there to begin with. And Florida, here's your slogan once again. I can't promote your state enough. Visit the No Sunshine State. We are the armpit of America. And just remember, we are the embarrassment of America. So, there's your plug of the week, Florida, or plug of the day. And remember when going to McDonald's and order a cheeseburger, fries, and a drink, and you could still make a phone call with $1. And yes, you could make the phone call in a phone booth. Yes, kids, a phone booth. It's a thing with 4 sides on it, has a telephone in it, like Superman used to change into. Remember that? Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I remember making phone calls for a dime. Those were great times, huh? And what are we doing here, America? This is just crazy, crazy, crazy. You can't even make a phone call to a phone booth. You got to own a stupid-ass cell phone. So one more thing. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at big_rooster_420. I'm disabled and a veteran. Since I can't physically work, I have filled my time doing YouTube vlogs and bringing news and just funny shit a few times a week. And some of my other vlogs include 420 News and Sunday Morning Coffee. Cover a lot of 420 News, review buds, stuff like that, legislature, what passes, what doesn't, what's coming up, shit like that. And Big Rooster book reviews. I preview books that I've wrote and read a few chapters of, and the book that's on Amazon right now is Marshall of South Fork, Jay Quickdraw. Available in Kindle and paperback version. And it's a Western, and I have another volume to that almost done. It should be done by summer months, and I have another book late summer coming out. Going to be pretty interesting. That book is going to be Snuff the Rooster. Interesting. If I can get it finished and get it edited in time, it will be late summer. And check out my channel for a ton of vlogs on various topics. Some are funny, some are real, some are comedy, they're all real, but, except for like cartoons, shit like that, Bugs Bunny, Pepe Le Pew, Miss Piggy, shit like that. And just remember, we're working hard to bring you trending news and common sense thinking. So once again, if you like this content, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Big Rooster's Corner. Subscriptions are free and nothing to download. Just click the subscribe button. And that will do it for today's episode. Until next time, stay safe. Don't trust the government. Smoke medical marijuana for your mental health. The mind you save could be your own. Stay safe and don't trust the government, folks. Don't do it. Come back on Sunday Morning Coffee for more trending news and much more. It's all good in the Rooster's yard. Thank you for viewing my vlog today. Get fucking real, America. I'm heading back out to Rooster's yard. This is Big Fucking Rooster. I'm out.